Hey Lisa, this is my scary ghost story for you and all of your fans. My name is Tess. I grew up in New Hampshire. I moved to a small town in Boscawen when I was in 2nd grade. Yeah, I was very little during this time and I can still remember it vividly. It's a major part of my growing up. So I shared a room with my older sister and we had bunk beds and I slept on the top, she slept on the bottom, and I always, as soon as I got into this house, I got extreme nightmares all the time, and every nightmare it was basically a different situation but the same outcome, which was me being left behind. Like killer clowns, my family left me to get murdered, being stuck in a swing, and people leaving me there to get stayed there forever. All this crazy nightmares. But I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would be scared, so I would go downstairs and sleep in the living room. Because my parents slept naked. That's a whole other story for another time. And I remember one time I went downstairs, I laid down on the couch, and right ahead of me, like obviously like 10 feet, was my kitchen. So I lay down and I'm getting all snuggled and I look over and there is a man standing by my refrigerator, just standing there staring at me. So me, being a little 2nd grader, I just grabbed my stuff, went back upstairs, climbed under the covers, and I just stayed there all night, petrified. And just, my parents thought I was just being a little kid, like vivid imagination, blah blah blah. So I carried on with life, and I remember getting another nightmare, and I woke up, and I sat up in bed, and I looked over, and right by the door, where I would turn on the light, was a girl standing there like this, just standing there. I could see the pigtails in the silhouette. I could see her older clothing, like baggy shirt and like the leggings like kind of look, and I got scared again and I hid under the covers and didn't move all night long. And so I kept telling my mom these situations and she was like, Tess, why don't you just say hello to the ghost? Maybe they want to talk to you. Like, and I was like, alright, like why not? I'll talk to them. And so life goes on some more, and I remember I was sleeping and I woke up and I knew that my sister and my cousin were sleeping on the bunk below me. And I woke up and I was still laying down and I opened my eyes and there was a figure right in front of my face. Like if you are on a bunk bed and someone's standing by your bed, your bed is eye level to their face. So panicked and freaked out, I say, hello. And the ghost or the figure or the phantom turned into a skeleton. I shit you not. A skeleton. It just... So of course I hid under the covers. This time I'm freaking the you-know-what out. And I'm like begging my sister to like wake up and touch me. I was like, Trisha, wake up, I need you to like wake me up. And she was just like, go back to bed. So I survived the night under the covers, like obviously petrified. And then a couple weeks later, while we were in the yard playing, we had a pet dog, a little dog named Black Lab, and he was in the little downstairs basement. It was an unfinished basement that you got into from the outside, and he pulled out a bone, and we didn't know what kind of bone it was. We never found out what kind of bone it is, but we did find out that the house that we lived in used to be a barn and it had caught on fire, and if you looked outside at the house, it was still some of the same structure as the barn because the side of the house had the burn marks on it. So did a family die? Did some kind of spirit get into that house? Is it still there? I looked it up. The house has been torn down and now it's a parking lot. So if you go to Boscawen and find a parking lot, maybe that's where my ghosts are. I hope you guys enjoyed my ghost story. It was petrifying. I did have to go see a child's therapist for a little while to make sure I was okay, but luckily they've left me alone since then. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you later. Bye!